Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the EcoStruxure Operator Terminal Expert Guidance. I'm your host, Leandro Mada, and in this video what we're going to see is how we can optimize our application when we have options that are similar. For example, if you have a motor with too many information you want to display in there, instead of changing everything all over the place, let's just work in a different way so we can be more efficient and work less at the end. So the idea is to, in this particular case, I'm going to work in from a PLC, and then I'm going to share the data to the HMI, and then on the HMI see how we can work on this. So in my case, I'm going to work with Machine Expert using any PLC over there, and then I'm going to use the Operator Terminal Expert to share the data via this Soul Machine or Machine Expert protocol. So let's go to the presentation or to the software. So I'm going to start with the PLC side. Add device. There's the other window. Here, let's just add an N251. This one. Just wait for this to finish. Okay, done. I'm going to remove all these things. Okay, I'm going to configure the IP address. It's going to be 192.168.5, 255, 255, 255. I'm going to use this one, 1.1. Then I'm going to enable all these protocols, but it's important in this particular case to use the Machine Expert protocol. That is the one to share the information. I'm going to change also this one because I use it for something else. 255, 255, 255. And enable all this part. Zero line, doesn't matter. So I already configured the hardware part of the controller. Now let's go to the logic. So the best thing here is that we need to define a structure for our options that we're going to have. So let's create a DUT called DUT set motor. It's going to be an instruction. DUT motor. Okay, so here we just define a few elements that we have inside. So start, just thinking, start is going to be Boolean. Stop, it's going to be Boolean. My position, it's going to be integer. State, just to know the state, just mixing things. Name, just to have the name for the device. So this is going to be a string. Then I don't know, let's say time variable. So time, it's going to be time. So now that we have all these parameters, we have already defined how it's going to be our or which are the elements or variables element that we're going to have for this device. So it can be other things. You can add a lot of things here. Now you have defined this. For example, let's have another one. Output, whatever. It's going to be Boolean and position output integer. I'm just thinking fast on this. Okay, so we already defined our structure that you're going to have all the different elements. Now if we want to share this with an HMI, we just need to use the symbol configuration, add the variables. Okay, but for that, we need to define a GBL. So I'm going to add a new GBL here, just for proper habit. GBL, let's say HMI, underscore HMI. And here we need to create a variable. So it's going to be structure motor valve. Okay, and we need to call the same the data type. We put assistant as the one that we have already defined, motor valve. Now this is not enough, because the idea is to easily work on the other side, on the Operator Terminal Expert. So if I create, for example, another one like this, motor valve 1, and I create another one called motor valve 2, we just need to change the name and add more things, duplicate the code, blah, blah. So in this particular case, what you can do is to define an array of these variables. So array is going to be from 0 to 10. Imagine that you have 11 elements. So data type, input assistant, and we again selected this one. So what we have are, in this particular case, 11 motor valve structure altogether. And if I need to use it in the code inside the PLC, I just need to change the index of this, and then just copy paste and change the index. So it's going to be easy in a way. You can also have initialization. You can see here you have the 11 elements, and each of them can be different. So this is the code part. And if you go to the code, I don't know, this is the structured text. So GBL underscore HMI dot motor valves. Here, I don't know, name equal to motor valve 01. You can close this, and here you can use the number 1 or 0, depending on what you want. So you can use like this, so you have it in everything. Or what you can do is to define a variable index int, and then you have this index to do something in your code. Okay, that would be another way to do it. So in this particular case, I'm just going to delete this part. Bar. So X bar. I need to use one of these values to be used on the thing. So 0 dot start. Just whatever, just writing something just to appear on the GBL. So once we have all this already done on the PLC area, we just need to share this information to the Operator Terminal Expert. In order to do that, we just need to go to tool tree, add object, symbol configuration here, add, here build. Here we can see that we have the array. So we just select the array, compile. We can go to build, generate code, and if we go to here where I created the project, okay, you can see that let's see, edit. Okay, you can see this, the information is in here. My controller, PRG, the structure, and you have all the variables in there, the array and everything. Okay, and this is the file that we need in Operator Terminal Expert. So this part for the PLC seems to be done. That's it. So what we can do is to download this to the controller I have here next to me. So this one, not name, connect, Alt F, and yes, I want to connect. So we just download this, and that's it. If everything goes well. Okay, yes. So we can see that everything changed in an easy way. Okay, and the PLC is running, and we have all the structures here that are going to be shared with the HMI. So now on the HMI side, what we need to do is to define, okay, which is going to be our target. That is the easy part. Now we just need to add the driver. Here the driver is going to be the Schneider Electric Machine Expert Network. It's going to be compatible with our PLC. This one is going to be PLC M2XX. I'm going to put it. Equipment settings, node name. The node name of the PLC is this one over here. It's going to change device name. It's going to copy, cancel, just to avoid any problem. Node name, gateway settings, equipment security. I believe it didn't ask me. Okay, so I'm going to put this off, and I believe this is okay, so we can test it if it works. So now we need to export the variables. We just need to go symbol link here, some machine symbol file. Don't ask me why it has the same name as the previous software. Now we need to go here and check this. Let me just find the folder first. Desktop, training, here. Okay, so this is the file that I have already created from the machine expert side. It's associated with this equipment, default, and everything. Okay. So now if we create this over here, the structure, okay, as I have on the PLC, and if we create an array, of the elements, see 11. So if we go to all variables, it should be in here. Okay, you can see change the position. I have all of this here. Now how we can work faster here. Okay, this is one way, just to not use placeholder faceplate, because we don't have yet in this version of the software. It's the version 3.4, but it's coming. I believe it's changed the name to something different, but I don't remember. So what I recommend to do is to go here first, object, the folder. Let's use a folder because now we have folder. So F content folder for motor valves. Okay, and then create a view box content 25. It doesn't matter. Okay, 25. So this one's gonna be content motor valve X. So there is different ways here. So if you are going to show on the screen only one motor valve at a time, then what you can do is to define create one specific content and then change the index. Okay, that would be easy. Now if you need to have at the same time multiples elements on the screen, then you will need to duplicate the things. Okay, And the way that we have done here to duplicate the things using the array, because it's going to be much easier to change the names. We just need to change the index number they're going to add manually here. Okay, so say 300, 200, and this one's going to be 300. So I have this content, and now what I'm going to do, let's say the span old, it's got toggle switch, another toggle switch, string display, and numeric display. Just something for you. You can add different elements. The idea here is to know how to sort it out this if you don't have a placeholder or faceplate yet. So here we just need to link this to the variable that we have created or we just imported. It doesn't matter which one yet. So let's see, motor start. Okay, this is linked here, and this one is gonna be variable stop, I believe, yes. This one, let's say that we are going to configure the position. Okay, that's this one, position output of this one. And here we're going to change the name of this particular valve. Okay, that's going to be this one. So you have your elements. Okay, they are already done, working fine. And this is going to be for the motor valve. Let's put this 1. Okay. Now, let's put it X here, just for you to get the idea. X. So now, if you're only using just one screen at a time, and you're not showing multiple things at the same time, then you can use an index to change the data. So if you can go here, variables, let's add a folder. Put this as foux. So here in the auxiliary, I'm going to create in the variable called index. So you could, for example, go here, copy and paste, and select here the index value. Let me just check. Value. Bear with me. Okay, so here you can add the value of the index that you want inside the array that you have. So you just change that number to visualize what you want in all of the elements. Okay, but if we don't have the possibility to show only one thing at a time, then we need to duplicate the things. Okay, so let's copy this, copy, paste, change the screen to 26, motor valve 1, and here we just need to change these to 1, enter, change all the things to 1, enter, 1, enter, 1, enter. The other important thing is to have a proper name for everything. So switch, so you can use switch underscore start, because then you can access to different things outside here. So here it's going to be switch stop, in case you need to access to the information properly. Display, position, that's a good thing. to display name. So one important thing is to name all the elements with a proper name so we can access easily in case we need to go to the script, and here we just need to operation, just maximize this part. In case we need to access to a screen object, graphic object dot display name switch star, rather than something generic that we don't know what it's going to be. Okay, screen. Okay, so that's one thing to do. So now I'm going to use one screen here. I'm going to call the content. Content. It's the top now. Content display, I believe it's 25. Okay. If you want this to resize in a much better way, to remember to use the view box and the grid. So now, this is going to be valve 1, valve 2, and valve 3. So here we just need to increase this part. And this is going to be valve 1, 26, 27, and 28. Okay, there is nothing yet. So what we need to do is to duplicate this, copy, paste, 1980, 27, 27, copy, paste, 28. Okay, and here we just need to change in all the elements the index. So in this way, of course, you just need to duplicate things. So the important thing here is to just make just the object one, the first object good with everything you need tested, and then just duplicate it, triplicate it, quadruplicate it, do whatever you need to do. Okay, so the easy part will be only to change the array index. Okay, so you don't need to play so much. Now we have all these different. Now we just simulate and see what happens. See if I got it wrong or not. So I have the communication with the PLC now. Let's open the application of the PLC. So you know that I'm not lying to you. So this part, number 1, no, no. This one, 1, 2, and 3. 3, you see, turn on. This one on, this one on, position 8, position 9, position whatever. This one is going to be valve 1, valve 2, and valve 3. Okay, this is just one way to do it. This is just one way to do it. I believe it's a way to work more efficiently with on the PLC side, okay, having this kind of arrays, and also on the HMI, so avoid double work, okay. But it's important here to define first the first object that you want, okay, to have it done easily, because otherwise, if you forget something here, just need to do it in all of them once again. It's not going to be the end of the world. You just need a few moments to add the object and probably change the script and then add it in all of them, okay, and change the index array. So this is how you can probably improve the code, okay, using arrays on the PLC along with the structures of those arrays of those structures, and then sharing that using Machine Expert in this particular case to the Operator Terminal Expert, and then use content and using the array in order to access easily to the objects, and then duplicate the content to easily change the array index, so you don't need to change the complete code and spend too much time trying to link different variables. You should change the number of the index. That's it. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you on the next one.